Happening in Llandudno on Friday night. It was the Oscars of the gardening world. It was Britain in Bloom, their annual awards. And our friends at Starbeck in Bloom, who were representing Yorkshire, went along to see how all their hard work had been assessed. We'll talk to Christine Stewart in a minute. But first, let's look back at a year in Starbeck. For me, it's the bit between Knaresborough and Harrogate, but I know there's a lot more to it than that.
I think people often think that, but actually Starbeck is much more special than that. This year we're running a whole campaign based on Starbeck is special. It's not just the community, it's not just the flowers, it's just a mixture of everything together. Makes it really, really special. As you can see, we're right next to the play area, the children's play area. Oh, look, there's a red kite flying over for you.
Gosh. And this is quite a built-up area, isn't it?
Oh, yes, we have 3. Yeah.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yes, enormous.
It looks like an actual kite, never mind that bird. It looks like a chance kite, it's so big.
Yeah.
I'm at the beck in Starbeck.
All of the Starbeck has been culverted, and this is the only exposed part, and it's what, 200 metres, something like that, not that big, but we like to keep it as a conservation area down here.
What surprises me, when you think of a beck, especially in a built-up area, you think of mucky water. This water is crystal clear.
It's very good, but considering it's coming through Starbeck's industrial area, they do keep the water quality is really very good.
And we also have a green gym. So here you can come along, have a walk in the woodland, enjoy the wildlife, enjoy the birds, come and do a bit of exercise, a bit of a workout.
Right, what do I have to do? Double air walker. I'll put my feet in here then. Oh, blimey, it's wobbly. Right, here we go. Oh, wee! Oh, gosh. You've got to get your balance, haven't you? So hold on here, maybe.
Oh, just like going to the gym.
Do you enjoy coming down here?
I went for this interview for Harrogate Council. I've got the job. They told me I've got the job.
Fantastic! Oh, well done! Well done.
Place for every Tuesday with the Harrogate Council.
Oh, so you're going to work for the council?
Yes, I'm starting tomorrow at Knaresborough Castle. I'll be cutting grass.
How do you feel about having a job there?
Proud. Been looking forward to it since I've got it.
Well, we've come through the archway now, past the swimming pool, which of course is the oldest swimming pool in the Harrogate district, and right next door to it is the bowling club, which is absolutely fabulous. Look at it. Wish my lawn looked like this.
The thing behind keeping a good green is to give it lots of feed to begin with, and to aerate it. And we have got a special implement down there with spikes in it, which we run over to let the air into the roots, and that helps it.
So the idea is there's something dotted all along the main street in Starbeck.
Yes, there'll be things hung from the trees, banners hung from the trees, things along the hedge of Belmont Field, in front of the library, in front of the library garden, Springwater School are doing something. It's going to be wonderful.
It isn't me that's just worked hard. If you had seen the 6 people out clearing up the weeds around the cenotaph on Saturday, and I'm sure they were like me, they all went home with very wet undies because it was pouring with rain. Those are the people that care. I like to say, and my team always say to me the night before any judging, well, what do you think then, Christine? And I like to be able to say we have done everything that we could do, and now it's entirely up to the judges.
Well, let's find out what those judges thought. Christine Stewart from Starbeck in Bloom joins us live from Llandudno now. Morning, Christine.
Good morning.
So, come on, reveal the results again for people that don't know.
Well, I'm sure a lot do know because the church bell rang yesterday and the notices went up, and we were very, very pleased to say that we've got a silver gilt.
Congratulations, Christine. I mean, everybody has worked so hard, haven't they?
Well, the judges were we had a meeting with them yesterday, and the one thing that they kept saying was the community was wonderful. And the actual marks for the community section were gold. So there you are. They thought that the River of Flowers put a smile on their faces and was the highlight of their UK tour of the Urbans.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, this is, I mean, I always bang on about In Bloom teams, and it's about it not being about hanging baskets. It's a catalyst to get everybody, every section of the community involved, isn't it?
Yes, the marks are really worth reading, and we're having the party tomorrow evening in St Andrew's Church, where everyone is welcome at 7 o'clock, and the comments will be there for you all to read. And as I've gone through them again this morning, every single section is very, very positive, and people are mentioned. There's like the grass cutting edges was sharp and clean. That will please Julia. And the bit for our dear road sweeper, Chris, who sweeps so hard, and his helper. And it says that the street cleansing throughout the tour was impressive, with no evidence of litter. They mention all the young people, but particularly, I think they were so impressed that everybody joined together.
I think that's one of the things that you should be very proud of, Christine, is getting so many groups together.
Yeah, what Starbeck should be proud of. I mean, we know ourselves that there were 20-odd groups that all joined together. 18 of them joined in the River of Flowers. They said they'd never seen anything like that. And they just finished with saying Starbeck's community is its strength.
Well, it definitely is. And we heard there again, the theme this year was Starbeck is special. And how special do you think Starbeck has proved to be?
Oh, very, very special. And we'll keep it for a bit longer, don't you? I think it's good. Starbeck is special. Why not?
I think that can be your motto from now on, can't it?
Be. Well, it's on the banners.
I mean, I know it's been a lot of hard work and it's had its ups and downs, and you certainly had your ups and downs over the year, haven't you, Christine? But what have been the highlights when you look back over this year?
The highlight was seeing the number of people that wanted to help. To me, it was the number of volunteers, the number of people that stopped me and pressed a £5 note into my hand, because it does cost a lot of money to do something like this. But it was just seeing the praise and the number of people saying, how have we done? How have we done? And things that, you just know it's better than it was before.
Well, it's brought everyone together, hasn't it?
Of course it has.
And what's the do been like? So I know you've made a weekend of it in Llandudno, haven't you? What's it been like in Llandudno?
Well, the actual thing on Friday night, and it started at 4 o'clock, and we didn't get home till 11. So it was a long event. They did it very, very, very well. It was organised, a very nice meal in the middle of it all. It was lovely to meet all the other groups. There must have been, I don't know, about 600 people there. It was lovely to meet. We sat at a table with some people, some volunteers from Ireland, from Northern Ireland. So it was lovely to be able to mix with other people who have similar interests. And then yesterday we had the surgery with the judges, and they were very, very positive indeed. Yes, they said we were very, very close to gold, but we're not going to dwell on that. It doesn't matter. We did well.
You've achieved so much, Christine,
yeah.
in that year. Yeah. I mean, I kind of said when I came to see you last time, I kind of said when I was back in the studio that it's almost, I know it isn't to you because you've worked so hard, but it almost doesn't matter what you get because you've already won by everything that you've achieved. Do you know what I mean by that? That sort of denigrates the actual achievement of the award itself, but actually what you've achieved is almost bigger than the award, isn't it?
Well, I think I felt a couple of weeks ago, I thought, I don't really care. I don't care what it is because I know we were the best we could be, and I know that we are a fabulous community. And at that point, I went straight into St Andrew's Church and said, can I have the whole hall for a party?
There you go.
Because whatever. So the party's been well booked, and I really honestly feel that people have to celebrate that we've done so well indeed.
Right, tell us about this party then. So tomorrow night, is that right, Monday night?
It's Monday evening at 7 o'clock at St Andrew's Church, and it's basically come along, celebrate all together. Every group has been invited, but anybody can come. You don't need to have a special invite. And just to say, well done to everyone. It's just wine and cheese maybe, I don't know, I'm not in charge of that bit. But whatever it is, it's us all to get together and just say well done to everyone. We also then have to say, and don't forget, we're still continuing.
I was going to say, there's next year to think of already, isn't there, Christine? It doesn't stop, does it? Are you already planning?
Well, I've already got some winter projects, and strangely enough, one of the horticultural things that apparently we got marks knocked off for was an area, the Pierre bed and the nectar-rich bed on the High Street, which we had already planned to refurbish next year, but we're just raising the money for that, so we've still got more money to get in for that. But we had already planned to do that, so yes, we do keep going. We're not going to stop.
Of course you're not, and you never do stop. And Christina, I just want to say from everybody here at BBC Radio York, thank you so much for everything that you've done for us over the last year, because we've really enjoyed coming, and all the people that listen to the programme have really enjoyed listening to well, it's almost like one of the, I know it sounds like a TV show, but it's almost like you've been on a journey, and people have followed that and really wanted to know how you got on. And thank you so much, and congratulations for all your hard work and for your silver gilt.
Yes, and thank you very much for allowing us to have this extra publicity, because it has been very welcome.
I've absolutely loved it. Christine, thank you so much. You enjoy yourself at the party. Safe journey back from Llandudno.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Christine Stewart, live on the line from Llandudno.